Hello and welcome everybody. We are live from Fort Mill, South Carolina. You're in the zone. That is the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. For your information, your previews, your news and predictions all about TNA Wrestling. Now, let us welcome our TNA Wrestling Fan Zone superstars.
Fortune 4. Fortune 4. Fortune 4, we about to change some things. We about to change some things. Fortune 4. Fortune 4, we about to change some things. We about to change some things. The in-ring show, it ain't no act. Fortune 4, bringing on the bitch slap. From the way we dress, the way we roll. The fast cars, pretty girls, and lots of dough. From the stage to the ramp, and the ramp to the ring. These four corners, it's our ecstasy. We can fly high, get you low, beat you where you go. Don't run, can't hide, don't try, don't you know? Fortune 4. Fortune 4, we about to change some things. We about to change some things. Fortune 4. Fortune 4, we about to change some things. We about to change some things. It's all about the fame, all about the fortune, all the right moves, sex of the motion, the money in the bling bling. They shower up on me, we're masters of the in-ring. We gonna change things, fortune is destiny. Friends are not my enemies, I'm living like I'm dying. So long live the legacy, it's power in numbers. We're gonna take you under, below the earth to your hell. Four riders ring a bell. Fortune 4. Fortune 4, we about to change some things. We about to change some things. Fortune 4.
Eric, cut the music. Cut it, Eric. I said cut it, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. I am Fatback Greasy, the King of England champion, and your United Kingdom Greasy Revolution World's Heavyweight Champion of the world. And I'm here tonight and still taking over the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone, ladies and gentlemen. And nobody can do anything about it. Because you know why nobody can do anything about it? Because I run this show. I run this channel. The Greasy Revolution is taking over everything. The Greasy Revolution is taking over as well the WWE Thunderdome, because I don't know if anybody's seen Monday Night Raw this week, but guess who was front row? Guess who was front row? The Greasy Revolution, the King of England champion, Fatback Greasy, because you know what? You know what? I have a gimmick, ladies and gentlemen. I have a gimmick right there in the Thunderdome, because you know what? Everybody loves me in the Thunderdome, even the producer guy that runs the Thunderdome, because you know why? I am called Mr. Royal Rumble Hat Man in the WWE Thunderdome, ladies and gentlemen, because the Greasy Revolution, that's what we do. We take over. We take over the Thunderdome. We take over Impact Wrestling. We take over the entire professional wrestling world. And nobody can do anything about it. Not even stupid Michael Scars himself. Michael Scars sits there and say, "Oh, I am podcast champion. Oh, I'm going to be the podcast champion of the world forever." You know what, Michael Scars? You're probably not going to show up tonight because you're just a chicken. You're a jobber. You're a nobody. Okay? Oh, I seen you on your AEW one time, showed up and did a review. Who cares? Two craps. And then we have his little buddy Michael Miner. Michael Miner goes into the Thunderdome and says, "Oh, I'm going to be better than Fatback." You know what? No. You know what, Michael Miner? You stole my spot at Clash of Champions. You stole my front row seat because you know what? You think you're better than me. I am the champion. You can't take over the Thunderdome like Fatback Greasy and the Greasy Revolution can. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight I will be reviewing TNA Victory Road 2007 because you know why I'm reviewing TNA Victory Road 2007? It's because the Greasy Revolution was at TNA Victory Road 2007. I was there front row as well. I took over the TNA Impact Zone at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. I was there live. So you don't believe me? Show a picture, Eric. Show a screenshot of the show right here. Go ahead. Thank you, Eric. See, I told you, even Michael Miner didn't even be there. Michael Miner wasn't even there. He was on this TNA chat room. He's on the TNA chat back in the day when I was in the TNA Impact Zone. You can't beat me, Michael. You can't outdo me, just like Michael Scars can't. So you know what? I'm so glad I'm here tonight, and I don't have to deal with Michael Miner or Michael Scars because Michael, what the crap? Damon?
And I'm better than ever. I'm making things better. Cause your opinion don't matter. It's a maniac. It's gonna step on whoever.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, wow, I'm here in the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. Yep, as you can see the channel, Gaming Slam Zone 32, ladies and gentlemen, that is the new channel. Looks like here we have Scars' belt. Okay, Scars' belt, I'll put his away. And we have a debut championship sitting here waiting to be debuted on the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. Whose belt is this? Oh, this is Hernandez's belt. Okay, yeah, can't touch it. Okay, it was designed from the Minor Belt Corporation. Okay, the Minor Title Championship Corporation. Okay, is the owner of the company here? No, he's not here. He just dropped the belt off. Okay. Hi, Fatback. How are you doing, good sir? How are you, good sir? I mean, I was just the King of England champion, ladies and gentlemen, or the United Kingdom Revolution champion, as he has over on his hand, in his hand right there. And see, you got a hat that looks like I don't know what that hat is. Royal Rumble. Cool hat. Love that hat.
You don't know? No, I'm Mr. Royal Rumble Hat Man on the WWE Thunderdome.
Oh, that's right. I was on there too the other night, and yeah, I had a good time on the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome was awesome. I mean, I was there front row for Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn ladder match for the Intercontinental title match, which was amazing. It was incredible. I mean, I was there cheering on all three of them because I was a big fan of all three of them. But yeah, I mean, but Fatback, I didn't see you. I think you were up in the bleachers somewhere until you came down for, I can't remember which match you were there for. I don't know. But big shouts to my buddy Jack Harvey. I mean, he was there at Clash of Champions. I saw him. My buddy Jack Harvey, I saw you. I saw you at Clash of Champions. You were in the bleacher somewhere by the ambulance, but you were there. I digress.
You stole my front row seat.
I didn't steal your front row seat. They put me there because that's part of the process that they do with production. I think I might have had a little talk with production to put me front row the other night. So, yeah.
You talked to my good buddy producer man at the Thunderdome that called me Mr. Royal Rumble Hat Man.
Yeah, that guy. No, there was a different guy. I think I can't remember what his name was, but there was a different guy there that night. So, but yeah, I'm here for TNA Wrestling's Victory Road 2007.
That's right.
Am I?
The Greasy Revolution. I was there, Michael. I was in the Impact Zone while you were back in the day on the TNA chat room. I was there live in the Impact Zone at Universal Studios Orlando.
Fatback, I'm sorry, but that never existed yet. That would never existed. That was part of Impact Wrestling chat. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, that was part of back in 2011, 2010, around that era. They were doing the Impact Wrestling chat. I was, where was I doing on 2007? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was reviewing Pro Wrestling Ohio, and I got tweets from Gregory Iron, a great wrestler from the Pro Wrestling Ohio days. I was a big fan of the Megalomaniacs. I was a big fan of Johnny Gargano before he became Johnny Wrestling in the WWE now. I was a big fan of Matthew Justice, Jason Bain, a lot of good wrestlers back in the day, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was doing back in the day. I don't know if you were wondering, but I didn't watch much of TNA because I never knew TNA until 2011 is when I got into TNA. So, yeah, just 2007, I had to watch it. I knew I got from the board of directors that I was here to do the review, and I didn't see the show, so I decided to watch the show from the Impact Wrestling Plus. It's right here on my phone, man. It was good. I am now a subscription to the Impact Wrestling Plus until October 26th, which is going to be pretty cool for this Saturday because we'll talk about that and digress.
Anyway, here on a team chat, Cleveland All Pro. I don't care. I don't care at all. Okay, I knew you was in a chat somewhere.
I wasn't in chat. I think I was being I was also in the WWE Hangout when Google Hangout was a thought of, and they did a thing with Brody Lee or Brodus Clay, but now is known as Tyrus. Back in the day, I was there for that. I was doing shows with good friends of mine on YouTube, Wrestling Throwdown, which is now dead. Let's see here. There was a lot of companies I was doing. I was busy. This was before Scars was even thought of. I was doing gaming. I was becoming a gamer for a little bit. I was doing what was I doing in 2007 with gaming? Oh yeah, that's right. I was doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplays, God of War. It was way before I had this laptop that's sitting in front of me. I had what do you call those PS3 cameras back in the day? Man, those were just horrible back in the day. I mean, yeah, that's what I was doing in 2007, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, if you wanted to know what I was doing back in 2007, well, Fatback here was at the TNA zone in Orlando, but I digress.
That's right. Best wrestling arena in history, the Impact Zone Soundstage 21 at Universal Orlando. It was the best. And by the way, Michael, I give you a little history lesson. Do you know what was filmed in Soundstage 21 at Universal Orlando before TNA?
What was done? I don't know. Just refresh my.
I'll give you a little hint. You want me to give you a hint?
Go ahead.
Do you have it? Do you have it?
Oh, my favorite show when I was a kid, the Nickelodeon Guts. I mean, man, that was back in the good old days. I mean, Legends of the Hidden Temple was done there. A lot of other game shows back in the Nickelodeon days. Man, I wish I could just go back and just do. Wait a second, I could do reviews. I could do a retro night one night and just watch a lot of the. I could do that someday, but look, I got right here, ladies and gentlemen, the Impact Wrestling Plus. And
there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, go and subscribe to Impact Plus. It's got everything from the day one of the TNA Asylums until now, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, Fatback Greasy will be hosting a TNA Asylum series where we break everything down, each and every pay-per-view of the Asylum from the beginning till the end. So that's going to begin very soon right here at the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone, exclusively on the WWE Slam Zone's YouTube channel. Michael will be a part of it because we're going to get all the Asylum episodes filmed, hopefully before his subscription ends, and he's got to renew it. And after you renew it, you have to renew it next time, and then the next time, and the next time. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to Impact Plus. It's awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, we have got to get started with the review for TNA Victory Road 2007. Here's the DVD, ladies and gentlemen, and here's the back of the DVD. This is out of print, ladies and gentlemen. You can't get it. If the only way you can watch it now is Impact Plus. So, but I have a hard copy of it. It's very good. I was on this show. Awesome stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on to it. Michael Miner, are you ready?
Let's get it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we started off with a dark match. I seen the dark match. It's not on the DVD. It's sure not on Impact Plus. But we had Serotonin. Michael, do you remember Serotonin?
Not really.
I'm going to put my belt back down for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I got to have a seat. Serotonin, Michael, was the team of Havoc and Mortarer. Havoc was Johnny Devine. Mortarer was Matt Bentley back in the day. They were in this group Raven come up with called Serotonin. But they defeated some kind of indie jobbers of Akira, Rajin, and Brute Izai or something like that. I never heard of them, Michael, but
me neither.
It was a good match live. I mean, there wasn't much nothing to that. But now we're going to go on to the main card. It started off with a Ultimate X match. But this was like an Ultimate X and an X Division Gauntlet in the same match. Okay? Before they were able to climb to get the X, they had to eliminate each opponent. They started off with 2. And then each about 10 or 30 seconds later, a new person comes in. There was a total of 12 participants in this match. You had Christopher Daniels, Jay Lethal, the Black Machismo, Puma, a.k.a. TJ Perkins was under the mask then. Homicide was in the match. Sonjay Dutt from the player from the Himalaya. Petey Williams was in the match. Shark Boy, Elix Skipper, Kazarian, and your last participant, Senshi, a.k.a. Loki. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what exactly happened in this match. You had Christopher Daniels came out at number 1. Jay Lethal came out at number 2. And then it just went to crazy chaos after this. Puma came out, Homicide, Sonjay Dutt, Petey Williams. it came down to Kazarian. It came down to Kazarian, Senshi, Elix Skipper, Christopher Daniels was left, and Jay Lethal. They were all left in the match. All the other ones was eliminated already. So now they were eligible to go for the X in Ultimate X. So Kazarian hit this crazy cutter on Elix Skipper. Boom! It was. Did you see that, Michael, back in the day? Evil cutter. Excellent. It was awesome. But who come out on top was none other than Christopher Daniels himself. He grabbed the X, and Senshi and Elix Skipper helped him win, and it was the return of Triple X, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, I remember that team.
Came back. It was epic. This was their return after the what you call it, when they got disbanded in Lethal Lockdown back in the day. So Christopher Daniels defeats Elix Skipper, Homicide, Jay Lethal, Kaz, Petey Williams, Puma, Senshi, Shark Boy, and Sonjay Dutt. The match went 19 minutes. Michael, what are your thoughts? I know you've probably heard about bits and pieces of this, but what is your thoughts on a Ultimate X Gauntlet match, 2 matches in 1?
I thought it was pretty good. I seen the show. I saw the whole pay-per-view on the Impact Wrestling Plus. I thought it was a good match. I mean, I never seen style like the X division back in the day. That was way before the Cruiserweight was starting and, that kind of stuff in the WWE. But, yeah, I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, it was really good match. We had a tag team match as match number 2. It was the Voodoo Ken Mafia. BG James, a.k.a. Road Dogg, and Kip James, a.k.a. Billy Gunn, taking on the team of Basham and Damaja. If you don't know who they were called the Basham Brothers back in the day of the WWE, and they were managed by Christy, Hemme, and Lance Hoyt. And we had a debut, ladies and gentlemen, at Victory Road. BG and Kip James had a surprise for Christy, Hemme. She was the Voodoo Queen from New Orleans, Roxxi Laveaux, and everybody when she came out, we thought she was a pirate at first because she was dressed up like a pirate. We said, "Pirate, who are you? Who are you?" And it was insane. She did like this voodoo stuff on Christy Hemme at the end of the match. I tagged Christy Hemme, but it was crazy. So this is what happened at the end. It was good. The ref got distracted, allowing Hoyt to run in and boot a chair into Kip's face. It only gets 2 count, and Kip James got a super kick on Hoyt. Hoyt begs after that. He got up and begged for a faster count, but BG nailed Damaja with a chair shot. Kip James picks up the win, and because of Damaja is not a superhero and he didn't win the match and all this junk, Christy Hemme got mad. Christy got in there and tried to jump Kip James, but he kept her and lets Roxxi give a dominator to add the exclamation point and take out Christy Hemme, and she did like the voodoo. Michael, your thoughts on this match? I thought this match was kind of boring in a way, but it was what it was. But back in the day, you always had this feud. It kept lasting for almost 3 or 4 months. But Michael, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was somewhat of a boring match. I was just flipping through it, but I was a big fan of VKM, as they known as the New Age Outlaws back in the day when they were the New Age Outlaws back in the WWF days. They came here to TNA just to do a lot of good stuff, and I liked them. They were my favorites. Roxxi was my favorite. She with her and the voodoo thing, that was just creepy. But yeah, I mean, that was incredible. But a boring match.
Yeah. Team 3D backstage. They disagreed on just which one of them was going to win the championship in the Match of Champions match. Devon said he's been waiting 15 years for this opportunity to be world champion. Apparently, he spent the first 10 of those years hoping that Jarrett would start a promotion, he says. And Brother Ray said that he's 300 poundish, he said, and it was pretty funny. And he told Devon that Bubba Ray told Devon that he was going to be the next X Division champion, and he was going to win with a 360-degree flip with a twist. That's what he said. But ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty funny. Michael, I don't know if you've seen the promo, but it was hilarious. We had Team 3D go at each other. They were acting like they were just going to split up, but it really didn't happen at the end. We'll talk about that at the end of the show here. But your thoughts on this just funny promo?
Yeah, I thought it was a really funny, hilarious promo. It was funny. I mean, it was just funny. That's what I have to say.
And then the funny keeps continuing backstage because Kurt Angle was going everywhere to ask people to help him watch his back in the Match of Champions match and later in the main event. He gives a crazy interview about how Joe should blame his own parents for giving birth to someone who isn't as good as Kurt. It was funny stuff. But Michael, Kurt Angle's he was epic back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. He was a great wrestler back in the day, but then he was awesome as the NWA world or the TNA world champion. But yeah, he was really good at his craft.
He sure was. Next, we had it was a big storyline back in the day where we had the Cowboy James Storm with Jackie Moore. It was a big feud between him and Rhino, and he was trying to get Rhino to come out of his addiction and drink beer again. And it was this was a good match. I mean, it was very good. Before the match, the ref tosses Jackie, and then the big brawl starts. And when the big brawl starts, Michael, they fought all around ringside. Then they went into the crowd, and then they fought on the road. They went by me on my row, and they fought through the crowd and went straight by me. I hit Rhino on the shoulder, and he's like, "What's up?" So I was like, that was pretty cool. So, but anyway, then they go, like I said, in the crowd. Storm goes for Rhino's neck to take over, get his neck and bash him into the fence in the crowd. Then they go long time before Rudy Charles gets bumped. Rhino hits a belly to belly, but drops Storm right where Storm left his beer bottle. Rhino charges for a gore, but Storm smashes the beer bottle right over the head of Rhino. And your winner is James Storm taking the win here. And then after the match, it all started like crazy. It started well, but it didn't hit a wall. Once Storm took over. After the match, Storm tries to beat Rhino up and dumps liquor down his throat as Jackie takes a pitcher of beer, pours it down his throat. So now we know what happened here. They said this was almost like the Jake Roberts, Jerry Lawler angle back in 1996. But Storm adds a chair shot at the end and walks out. Rhino's bloody. It was bad. It was a good match, like I said. But Michael, your thoughts on this match? Back then they rated this match. I thought they were a little. Michael, I thought they were a little harsh on their rating. They rated it 1 star out of 4. I thought it was a better match than 1 star out of 4. I thought maybe 3 out of 4. But your thoughts, Michael?
Yeah, I thought it was the same thing. I thought it was a little harsh on the rating, but I thought it was a good match. James Storm and Rhino, I thought that was really awesome, and it was a really good match.
It was. It told a great story. And where they had to, how they had to end the story. So next we had Jerry Lynn, had a big storyline, and talks about video games and profanity, and then he started to sound more like Backlund. like Bob Backlund is every day, they said. So, yeah, Jerry Lynn, Bob Backlund was a tag team. Yeah, people. They were a tag team back in the day. I know. I'm like, what? But they had this thing where they were having a feud with the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. And Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley back in the day was at the time managed by Kevin Nash because, Paparazzi Productions with Alex Shelley. But we had this match, Bob Backlund versus City Machine Guns. I thought this was a better match than the Voodoo Kin Mafia match. Lynn takes a pair of drop kicks in the tree of woe. And then Nash adds a cheap shot, Motor City Machine Guns, to hit a series of kicks and pick up the win. Match went 8 minutes, 48 seconds. Bob Backlund didn't really do too much. I mean, he's old. He was old back then. Jerry Lynn was old too, but I don't know, Michael. I didn't think this match should have been on the card. It was a little bit better than Vukin Mafia, but it was what it was. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought so too. I really didn't think it should have been on the card for Victory Road 2007. It was just not my kind of match to see. But congrats to the Motor City Machine Guns. I thought that was a good match.
And then we go to the back where Kurt Angle's still trying to find somebody to watch his back. So he finds Jay Lethal. And Jay Lethal says, Lethal said, "You want me to wash your back?" And Kurt's like, "No, watch my back, you idiot. Watch my back, not wash." So Lethal refuses. And then Angle beats him down. And this happens in the bathroom, ladies and gentlemen. So Angle beats Lethal down in the bathroom. And before he beats him down, Angle said, "Well, you know what? Here's the TNA title. How does it feel?" And Jay Lethal's like, "Oh, it feels good. It feels good to be the champion, blah, blah, blah." But he gets beat down. And then Kurt drops his glasses during the beatdown. That really pissed Kurt off. And so he beat Lethal some more up, throw him in the bathroom stall, then went and threw him in the shower area in the locker room, cut the water on him, and then left and told JB, "Here's your mic back." So is Kurt going to find somebody to wash his back? Watch his back? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, this was epic. Again, Kurt Angle was epic. Kurt, if you're watching this, I know you're following us on our YouTube channel and our Twitter account. I hope you're seeing this because you were awesome back in the day. Michael, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought so too. That Kurt was really funny doing that. I mean, trying to look for somebody to help him, but yeah, I thought it was really good seeing that. It was funny backstage.
Your next match of the evening was a tag team mixed tag match. It was Eric Young. What, Eric? Yeah, I know, because you were crazy back then. Why was you crazy? You're more serious now. I don't know. I don't either. Okay, whatever. Eric don't really want me to talk about this match, but we will talk about it. I'm sorry, Eric. We got to talk about it. Eric Young teamed up with Gail Kim, taking on Robert Roode and Tracy Brooks, because Robert Roode and Tracy Brooks had this big feud with Eric. They had Eric trying to Robert Roode wanted Eric to join his what do you call it? What was his gimmick? His gimmick was had money all the time. He had Wall Street gimmick. So Eric did have to join him back in the day, but this was a mixed tag match. We had a lot of wacky hijinks in this match. The heels get sent into one another, and EY gets two off of the roll up. They isolate Roode and Tracy Brooks, isolate Young, and make a tag, and then Roode works him over. Brooks provides the physical warfare by telling Young that nobody likes him. She hits him with a clothesline, but Young blocks a second one and tags Kim. Gail Kim cleans house, hitting Robert Roode, and then he blocks a second try and counters to a Boston Crab. EY makes the save. Gail Kim then drops toe holds on Roode onto Brooks. He tries to break up a cover, but elbows Tracy right in the face by accident by Roode. Young returns and disposes of Roode, allowing Gail Kim to cover for the win on Tracy. So your winners, Eric Young, Gail Kim. But the fun's not over, ladies and gentlemen, because at the end, Robert Roode was getting mad at Tracy Brooks. So he was going to act like he was going to like hit Tracy Brooks, knock her, beat her up or something. But Gail Kim tells Eric Young to go in, and he pantsed Robert Roode, and we had a full moon in Orlando, Michael.
Wow.
So you must have didn't see this match, but it was weird.
Okay, we go into another interview. Jeremy Borash and Christian Cage and AJ Styles and Tunga talked about their matches last night. Kurt Angle showed up and asked Christian if he could borrow his guys to help out and watch his back tonight. Christian Cage said his guys were busy tonight and left. Kurt Angle got angry at Sonjay Dutt, who said he loved Kurt Angle and then attacked Dutt and beat the crap out of him, which I thought that was a really goofy match with that. But yeah, that was just weird.
And Michael, Kurt Angle at the end also took the donation back and actually took all Sonjay Dutt's money.
He was doing that money for Kenya, you know?
I know, man. Kurt is just mean. It's like, really? Nobody should watch his back. Oh, I'm sorry, Kurt. I'm sorry. I hope you didn't hear that part. Yeah, it's all right. We still like you there, Kurt. Yeah, awesome interview, by the way, on Broken Skulls Challenge Sessions show. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, Michael, the next match was Christian Cage taking on Chris Harris, the Wildcat. This was a big feud between these two. Man, I miss Christian, man. I know he just showed back up on WWE Raw this past week. But, man, Michael, I sure wish he could get back in the ring. I've been wanting that for, like, ever. I'm like, if Edge could do it, he could do it. You know, I know Edge just had a neck injury, but concussion issues is more serious. But still, I just wish Christian one more match. Just one more match, Christian. Come on. But anyway, this match, we had it was a great match. We had Harris hitting a hanging vertical suplex at the beginning to the floor. Christian charges and gets backdrop onto the ramp, and then Christian then comes off the top right into a flapjack. Not slapjack, ladies and gentlemen, but a flapjack. Well, this isn't going to end well for Chris Harris. I can tell you that much. And then Christian grabs a chair, but referee Rudy Charles, that's right, referee Rudy Charles. I know everybody knows Rudy Charles. You see him each and every week on WWE program, and he is a referee in WWE now, ladies and gentlemen. But he steps in the way, allowing Harris to whip Christian into the steps. And then at the end, this is what happened. Christian leapfrogs and hits an unprettier 1, 2, no, not 3, ladies and gentlemen. Harris catapults him into the exposed turnbuckle and hits a full Nelson slam, but it only gets 2. Christian distracts the ref, nails Harris with a chair shot, and then we had a frog splash, 1, 2, and not 3, ladies and gentlemen. And then all of a sudden, Christian distracts the referee again, and guess who appears, Michael? None other than the return of Dustin Rhodes back in TNA Wrestling, appears up at the top of the ramp. As Tenay points out that Rhodes was Harris's former tag team partner at one time. Tomko runs down the other way and distracts the ref, while Rhodes nails Harris in the back of the head with the handcuffs. That allows Christian to roll up Harris for the win at 12 minutes, 29 seconds of the match. Why did he do it? Well, this is what happened. Dustin Rhodes had this big feud with Chris Harris. It was he turned into Black Rain after that. So that's what happened there. It was like hardcore matches and stuff back in the day. It wasn't a good feud. I did not like that feud. But it allowed Christian to get the win here. And he after the match, they rated this 2 stars out of 4. But Michael, what is their rating on the critics here? I don't understand. But it was a great storytelling match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had the return of Black Rain, Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was a great storyline kind of based match between Christian and Wildcat Chris Harris. I thought it was a good match. I just don't know why they gave him that kind of a bad rating.
Yeah, I don't either. And then we had Sting finally feels he's gotten through to Abyss, and because the reason he said this was you seen Abyss in this promo. I don't know if you've seen it, Michael, but Abyss turned around and he had Sting paint on. That was crazy. But he did not wear the Sting paint. This was on a previous episode of Impact, but they showed it on Victor Road as the video package. But Abyss came out in the mask and everything during the match. But this is what happened. The next match was Tomko and AJ Styles taking on Sting and Abyss, because Sting's been trying to get Abyss to leave James Mitchell, be a good guy, and said James Mitchell was his problem all along and all this kind of stuff. So, but this was a great match. We had AJ, AJ back then in Christian Coalition, Michael. He was kind of like a clown character. He's like, he kind of kicked at the beginning of the match. He kicked Abyss at the beginning of the match and said, "Oh, I kicked you." And then he runs around like Shane McMahon, like, where do I go? Which way do I go? You know how Shane McMahon did back in the I don't know why AJ was like a clown in the Christian Coalition, but AJ was getting his name started out there after the Asylum days, and this was back in 2007, so AJ was still kind of moving up the ladder. So we had Styles open with a speed of cockiness, which I just talked about. Lots of things on Abyss. Just no-selled everything, including a crossbody, which looked pretty funny. Tomko tags in and slugs it out with Abyss. Sting and Tomko goes toe-to-toe and do a cool spot where AJ sprints but misses an avalanche move. Abyss goes for a Styles clash on AJ, but Tomko makes the save. Abyss briefly plays face in parallel until the match breaks down. Abyss goes up and gets a drop kick into Tomko. Styles flies out of a plancha move. I don't know that move, but anyway. And then Sting follows up with a drive. Things settle down again with AJ hitting Sting with a enchiguri to let the Coalition take over again. Sting comes back with a clothesline on Styles. And this was the end of the match where Abyss went into Sting to break up the hold. Abyss tosses Styles and hits Tomko with the Black Hole Slam for the win. So Abyss and Sting beat AJ Styles and Tomko at 15 minutes and 33 seconds. Tomko and Styles make a surprisingly effective team. And the match was great. It had some great creative spots in there, but I loved it. So what did you think, Michael, about this match? They rated this 3 out of 4. I thought maybe it was 4 out of 4 in my opinion. I was there live. It was awesome. I do want to mention this before, Michael, you start. There was no James Mitchell because James Mitchell was against Abyss because he was angry at Abyss because he was joining Sting. So Father James Mitchell comes out and tells Abyss that Payback is coming, which, spoiler alert, later on, Michael, and Judas Macias is revealed as his new client. So, Michael, your thoughts on this and James Mitchell having Judas Macias come back? Macias wasn't at this pay-per-view. It was teased, but that's James. So, ladies and gentlemen, Michael, your thoughts?
Well, I thought it was a good match with Sting and Abyss. I mean, towards the ending, it was a really good match, and I loved the ending part. I was a big fan of James Mitchell with the Doomsday, and then all of a sudden here comes this new guy, Judas Macias, and that was an awesome to see that. And then it continued with those two in a barbed wire massacre match, which was one of my favorites matches that I saw because I'm a big, if you guys don't know, I'm a big hardcore kind of death match kind of guy nowadays. But yeah, I thought it was good to see that James Mitchell with a new guy And yeah, that was a good match, and congrats to them.
And the barbed wire match you was talking about, Michael, was Abyss versus Judas Mesias, and that was a lot of crazy happenings during that. They couldn't do the match, and the match was supposed to happen at against all odds. It happened at against all odds. It happened. This match happened during that pay-per-view. The pay-per-view aired live in Greenville, South Carolina. A lot of stuff happened. The athletic commission in Greenville, South Carolina would not allow the barbed wire match to happen, so they had to film the match at the Impact Zone and tape it to put it into the pay-per-view. So yeah, that's what happened. It was crazy stuff happening. We will have a review soon on Against All Odds. I think it was 2008. So we will talk about that at a later date. Michael, do you remember that happening where the athletic commission wouldn't let the barbed wire match happen? So they had to tape it. It was all a bunch of controversy. We will review that show when it in the future. So now, before the main event happens on Victory Road 2007, ladies and gentlemen, we had Kurt Angle once again backstage, and he ran into Serotonin, Havoc and Mortar, Johnny Devine and Matt Bentley. He asked them, he said, I know you guys are going to watch my back. Y'all guys are awesome. So can y'all watch my back? And they just started laughing at Kurt. Well, Kurt said, stop laughing at me. Stop. I don't want nobody laughing at me. So Kurt takes their kendo stick and beats them down. And these happened under the stands of the bleachers. So he said, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just going to have my match. So I don't know. This was something else. Match of Champions, main event, ladies and gentlemen. Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe taking on the Team 3D, Bubba Ray and Devon. Kurt Angle was the IWGP champion, the TNA World Heavyweight champion at the time. Samoa Joe was your X Division champion, and Team 3D was your TNA Tag Team Champions of the World.
Yeah, because I remember, I think Kurt Angle beat some Japanese wrestler for that title, or I think he beat Brock Lesnar. I don't know what.
It was Brock.
I can't remember. Yeah, it was Brock Lesnar. He beat him for the IWGP World Title. I saw that match. I know I've seen the New Japan Pro Wrestling matches. They were doing a world title kind of package, and I saw that match. I'm like, okay.
Yep. So whoever got the pin of this match got the respective person's championship. Joe couldn't get Kurt's because they were a team. So if Kurt Angle evidently pinned one member of Team 3D, he could only get the tag titles. If Team 3D beat Kurt or Joe, either the X Division or the TNA title, IWGP couldn't be on the line because it was owned by IWGP.
Owned by New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Correct. So let's get into the match. The match started with it says Brother Ray or Devon got the pin on Joe or Angle. It was a 2 count. So it was just crazy. It was a good match. And somebody returned. I will say this at the end. Devon had the odds with Brother Ray. They acted like, we're going to fight each other. We're done with each other in this match. And we had the crowd I was there. We started chanting, "We want smoothies" to Devon, because back then Devon owned a smoothie shop back in Orlando, and we were saying like, "Y'all ain't getting no smoothies." So he was mad. He was mad at that. He was mad at Brother Ray. Actually, Brother Ray Brother Ray actually left Devon at first. He went up the ramp. He's like, "I'm done with you. I'm done." But at the end of the match, during almost the end of the match, Brother Ray come back and they fooled everybody. They rolled up Joe, got a 2 count, and we started just booing. We started booing them because they tricked us, man. So at the end, Brother Ray eventually got out of the ankle lock, And then this is what happened. Angle was shocked that Team 3D was able to hit him with a 3D. Devon covers, but here comes the return of the dog-faced gremlin himself, Rick Steiner, to break up the pin. That triggers a big brawl between Devon and Rick Steiner, allowing Scott Steiner to return and knock Bully Ray out with a lead pipe. That leads to an Angle slam, but Joe sneaks in and clips Angle's knee, enabling Joe to pick up the win. Samoa Joe is your X Division champion and your TNA World Tag Team Champions. So he was like, he didn't have a partner, but he won the match. He grabbed all the titles. Michael, what is your thinking of the match where Joe sneak attack, clipped Angle's knee, allowing Joe to pick up the win and beat Team 3D and take their tag team titles?
Yeah, I thought that was just weird, and I saw that part where that was starting out a good feud between the Steiner brothers and Team 3D back in the TNA days. I don't understand why they didn't do it sometime in the WWE. They could have had those two face off against each other at Mania or something. That would have been a good, awesome match. But it was a good match. Samoa Joe with the X Division and the tag titles. He's like, bye bye.
Yep. And Joe pinned Brother Ray, by the way, to win. Michael, but this led to, after Victory Road, there was hard justice after this. This led to Joe having a winner-take-all match against Kurt Angle in hard justice. I will talk about this real quick. This led to a big match with all the titles on the line. This is where Joe lost at hard justice. Lost every single title. Kurt Angle then had the X Division, the tag, the IWGP, and TNA World titles. Beat Joe, and then, ladies, just spoiler alert, then this led Kurt into No Surrender to defend the X Division champion against Jay Lethal, the tag titles against Truth and Pac-Man Jones, and the TNA World Championship against, I think it was, who was that? I think it was AJ Styles. AJ Styles is the one who had that big night at No Surrender and beat Kurt Angle. So, yeah, Michael, that was crazy on that storyline of feuds, how it went to Joe, to Kurt, and then Kurt lost them all in the same night. It was crazy. But, yeah, they rated Match of Champions 4 out of 5 stars. I think they're about right here, I guess. I mean, what do you say?
Yeah.
What do you think of this match?
I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5 because I thought it was a really good match, really good build up for the Steiner brothers and the Team 3D match, and that was incredible seeing that. So yeah,
it was good. Yeah, I have to agree. That was an epic feud, 3D and the Steiner brothers. I loved it. I mean, you never got to see it in WWE because you had the Steiner brothers in WCW, and 3D was in WWE. It was a dream match in the making in TNA wrestling. But that concluded TNA Victory Road 2007, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great card. I loved it. There was some, iffy matches. Voodoo Kid Mafia shouldn't have happened. The Motor City Machine Gun match should have had different opponents in that match. But, Michael, let's go ahead and talk about this. Favorite match. I'm going to do my favorite match. I hate to say it, but AJ Styles, Tomko versus Sting and Abyss. I hate they lost this match, but that was my match of the night. And then my second match of the night was the Gauntlet X Division Ultimate X match. So, Michael, that was my 2 matches of the night on this card. Go ahead and give the fans your thoughts, and then we'll get into our final rating for Victory Road 2007. That's first time ever reviewed right here on WWE Slam Zone TNA Fan Zone channel.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good show. Same matches from me for Victory Road 2007. Mine was the Gauntlet Ultimate X match and the AJ Styles and Tomko against Sting and Abyss. And that brought up to my kind of feud, Judas Macias and Abyss feud. That was a good feud that I loved to watch. But yeah, I give the same thing. Final thought. I thought it was a good pay-per-view. If they had left out that one mixed tag match,
Yeah.
it would have been a good show.
Yeah, I agree. Final rating out of 10, Michael.
Give a 9.5 out of 10. It's all because of that mixed tag match, and if it wasn't the mixed tag match in there, it would have been a perfect 10 out of 10.
I agree. I think it was a perfect 9 out of 10. I have to agree on that. But all in all, great show. Great storytelling going into Hard Justice and No Surrender in the next 2 months after this. Good stuff. I loved it. I really did. And I don't know. I know I was there and everything. That made it more awesome. But still, it was a great show, even to rewatch it back on DVD, or if you watched it on replay on pay-per-view, or even watched it live on pay-per-view. It was great. So I thought Kurt Angle was hilarious during this whole show, but that's my opinion too. But yeah, that concluded Victory Road 2007. I hope everybody enjoyed this review. We will be reviewing more retro TNA pay-per-views. Like I said, maybe the Against All Odds 2008 when the Barbed Wire Massacre happened, all that controversy in Greenville, South Carolina, and all that. We might even throw in Victory Road 2006 review at a later date. I was at that show too. I was at Victory Road 2006. So, yeah, that was the night where Larry Zbyszko got his head shaved by Raven. There you have that, ladies and gentlemen. And that also had the fatal four-way between Sting, Christian Cage, Samoa Joe, and I think it was Abyss, ladies and gentlemen. But all in all, that was great too. We'll talk about that at a later date. But that's all I have to say. And Michael, the Greasy Revolution, I have to get out of here, but I'm going to go ahead and give my updates before I get out of here because what, Eric? No. Are you serious? Somebody's here at the TNA Fan Zone? What is he? Who is it? Homicide? Homicide is here?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh. What does he have to say? Oh, I don't know. But, okay, Eric, I'll get to our updates. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get Homicide in here, because I got to go and talk to the Queen. I got a conference call with the Queen at a Zoom call because they won't let me in England right now because of the virus situation. But that's another story. So, updates, ladies and gentlemen. More retro TNA fans or TNA wrestling pay-per-view reviews happening. Also, stay tuned for Victory Road 2020 that's happening this Saturday, live or taped, not sure yet, on Impact Plus. But we're going to have Eric Young defending the TNA Impact Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the World against a rematch against Eddie Edwards. We're going to have Donna Purrazzo defending against Susie. We're going to have Kurt Hawkins taking on Tommy Dreamer. We're going to have Heath Slater and Rhino taking on Reno Scum, and more matches to come. We will have a prediction show, hopefully maybe around Thursday or Friday before Victory Road happens. If we don't get the full matches, then oh well, we'll just do the Victory Road review. That's coming at you Saturday night into Sunday. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the Asylum series hitting this channel very soon, co-hosted by Michael Miner himself with the Asylum series. So that's all coming up as well, ladies and gentlemen. I want to mention this. There's not going to be no more NXT versus AEW reviews on this channel. I know. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but you got to realize the war's dead. Okay, how many times does NXT get beat? They got to get beat all the time, which I understand why they get beat because they're boring. Yeah, you heard it first from Fatback Grizzly himself. I know everybody's like, "Oh, you're Mr. NXT." Yeah, I was, but it's boring, people. It's garbage. It's like, really, why do I have to review garbage? So
listen to this guy at TakeOver 31. His two favorites are going to be in matches. One for the NXT North American Championship, and the other going to be in for the NXT Women's title. What would happen if they both won? What's Fatback going to do? Is he going to bring the show, or is he just going to keep it dead? We'll find out more next week.
There you have it. We'll find out soon, people. But we have a big announcement. We're going to change it, ladies and gentlemen. Your AEW stuff is going to be announced by somebody else, maybe in a few minutes. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It might be exclusive to another channel. I don't even know. I'm letting the AEW go, but I have a big announcement on the upcoming. I have a big announcement on the upcoming review show coming up because I have a little verdict from the judge Orville himself. He's going to reveal the verdict of what happened between me and Michael Scars at New Year's resolution. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to go ahead and announce that AEW is. I'm just going to let it go. Okay, I'm going to let it go. But there's a big announcement in that verdict. But anyway, we'll get to that. Y'all tune in for that verdict. Okay, but I'm announcing right now that it's now going to be called the TNA Impact Wrestling versus NXT Tuesday Night Wars. And everybody said, "Oh, they're not on Tuesday, Fatback. They're not." I understand that. Okay, I really do. But it's soon probably going to be on Tuesday nights because they're tired of getting beat by AEW and WWE is. So we're going to go ahead and do it early. And we're going to do NXT Impact all in one review and call it Tuesday Night Wars because you know what? It's my channel. I can do what I want. So that's what's going to happen. Michael Stars or Michael Minor or Michael whoever Michael out there is going to review NXT. And Fatback Greedy is going to review Impact Wrestling. So that's how you're going to have it. For Michael Minor, you better tell Michael Scars he better be up for NXT. I tell you that much.
Yeah, well, I'll tell him that.
Big updates, ladies and gentlemen, right here. So I am going to go ahead and send it over to Michael Minor, my Gaming Slam Zone 32. He's got some awesome updates, and I heard he's got some video game stuff coming up. So I'm going to let him announce that stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get Homicide in here, Michael Minor, take it away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard that right, for the Gaming Slam Zone 32, we will be having a show coming up pretty soon. Travis Neely has sent me some videos from Wreckfest. Yes, his favorite game, Wreckfest, on the PC. We will talk about that. We're going to have a reaction video where we're going to react to those videos. I think, I'm going to just watch them from the link that was sent to me. You guys are going to see that very soon, hopefully sometime in October. I don't know yet. Also, a big update. As you heard, that the Wednesday Night War is over with, but I digress. Don't worry about you fans. AEW will be on the AEW Daily. We are going to do a triple header. Yes, a triple header. As you guys know, last week we had Tuesday night, late night Dynamite, and then we had the Wednesday show of AEW Dynamite after the NBA playoffs. Now with the playoffs being over with, we will now have regular schedule Saturday nights at 5 p.m. right here or on Twitch. I just got word it's now on Twitch now. You guys will have to go over to twitch.tv/MichaelChamp25. But if you go over there right now, I have Styles Clash going on right now as I'm hosting him on my channel to see if maybe I can get some more followers. What other big updates? Oh yeah, I just got word from Storefront Frontier from Scars that he's got merchandise. Yes, he's got a hoodie, sweatshirts, tank tops, and face masks for all you fans out there. If you guys go check out at storefrontier.com/Scars brand, you'll find both of them on there. It'll be the AEW Slam Zone and the Scars Enterprise t-shirts will be out very soon. I'm in talks with HKW for letting me using the logo for Scars Enterprises. If we do, we will get that out. Also, we will have the Scars brand t-shirts. In the front will be the Scars logo, and in the back we'll try to see if we can get his titles on the back. So we'll try to see how that goes with that. So we're going to be having merchandise coming up. I tell you what, AEW Daily will have merchandise coming up very soon. I will try and see if I can get a logo made for AEW Daily, and you guys might get some merchandise for that show. We might have the AEW Daily logo with the superstars on the front. All that kind of deal. But what now? Who else is coming on? Hernandez. Oh, he's debuting his title right there, but Homicide's coming on first, right? Okay, yeah, we'll have Homicide come on first, and then Hernandez is coming on. Okay, so he's got his title right here. It looks really nice. I mean, wow, that King of Mexican Championship belt looks really perfect. How the minor belt. Oh, I'll let you also guys know. Near future, I might be starting a little small business, creating championships. I'm going to try and take pictures of the titles that I've created so far. We might have a thing where I might create titles for you guys. You just have to, pay me through PayPal, and I just have to go get the stuff for it, the materials, and all that kind of stuff. I'm thinking of starting that. Well, we're going to go ahead and get Homicide on here. I got to go get Hernandez. He's been waiting outside the Gaming Slam Zone 32 studios here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. I think he's over there waiting. Yes, Hernandez, I'm coming. I'm coming. Just hold on. Thank you guys so much. You guys will get more future stuff coming up. We will have merchandise coming up pretty soon. I think I might do a cameo. A cameo from Michael Miner. How cool would that be? A cameo from me and Scars. That would be really cool. And Hernandez? There we go. I mean, we could have a cameo from Hernandez. And that would be really funny, but I digress with that. We'll get into that stuff more very soon. I cleaned up my computer. I've been testing games here and there. Trying to see if I can get them into window form so then you guys can see the game with me on it. And we might do an hour show with some gaming, maybe a Sunday afternoon show where after you get done with church, you can come over to Michael Champ 25 for gaming stuff. Maybe some gaming that we might play. I've got a few games on there right now. I've got WWE 2K Battlegrounds. So let's go ahead and bring Homicide. I'm going to go get Hernandez. He's got something he wants to say to his pal. So see you in a few.
It's straight from Wyatt. Homicide 187, bingo killer. Stepping over your body like an 18-wheeler. Smashed up and turned to 21. Like the 187, keep it hardcore. Homicide weapon, keep it hardcore.
Come on, music! Come on, music! Come on, music! Hello, everybody. My name is Homicide. Elix. I have a big problem. Ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk to my buddy. He's upset with me. He's a Mexican-American champion, and he wants me to challenge him for the title. He wants to defend against me, but I'm his good buddy. We tag team. What happened to wrestler Honor Hernandez? We Latin American exchange. We LAX. We're good buddies. We won the NWA tag titles. We won the TNA tag titles. What's your problem? Please, I'm calling you out, Hernandez. I'm calling you out. Get out here. Get out here. Get out here. Yeah.
Okay, cut the music, Holmes. Cut the music, Holmes. God, these guys don't know how to cut my music. I was saying, what's up, Holmes?
Dude, what's the problem, man? We tag team wrestler Honor.
I know, man, but I'm so pissed off because my money got stolen from that Heath Slater, man. He took my money last week, and I'm just mad. And what's going on? There's a title? Really? The minor belt incorporation made me a title? Oh, essay. That title looks sweet, essay. Can I have it? Oh, it's mine? Oh, essay. Look at this King of Mexican Championship essay. I mean, look at the design essay. Whoa, this is look, they got the Mexican flag. Oh, it's over here. Look at that Mexican flag. Oh man, the King of Mexican Championship. Oh, and he extended it for me to wear around my waist. Oh, I gotta get a Velcro for it. Oh, okay. Oh man, essay. This is oh my God, the King of Mexican Championship essay. Oh man, this might be more popular than the United Kingdom champ. Oh man, Fatback Revolution Championship essay. Well, wait, no, I shouldn't say that because Fatback will kick my butt for that. But yeah, man, I see. I wanted to face you for this title essay. You and I 1-on-1, just a match, man. We're still brothers. Let's have a match, I say, for the King of Mexican Championship. I mean, look at that beauty. Oh, man, that's a little tacky.
Well, you know what?
Oh, he had a little trouble with the dust. I know, I say.
You know what, Hernandez? You know what? I will, if you want to face me for the title, you know what? You're on, buddy. We're on. I'll take that title. I will be the new Mexican-American champion.
It's the King of Mexican title essay. This is from, I beat the crap out of Jeff Jarrett to get this essay. I mean, I had to redesign because the title he had was really garbage. But man, I mean, those guys make more titles? Man, they do really good. I mean, oh, essay, this is really good. I mean, the logo is on the top, the King of Mexican Championship, all in blood. Oh, that looks finissimo. I mean, wow. All the design I made. Oh, man, essay. I mean, this is an honor. I mean, this is a real honor. I can't wait to put this title around my waist when he gets the Velcro for it, essay. Thank you. Thank you. Tell Minor I said thank you. Oh man, I say. Oh, but yeah, that's about it. I say. I mean, I gotta go celebrate my beautiful new title.
No. That title is going to be Homicide. Da-da! 51-50. I'll beat you in a 51-50 street fight match.
Oh, there you go. I say we can use that. We can have that kind of match. I say. Now there we go. A 51-50 match, man. I say you're on, Holmes. I mean, his beautiful title. I'm just gonna I'm gonna take a nap with it tonight. Oh, it's gonna look good over my shoulder. I say, I gotta go. I think what's that?
No. You ain't going nowhere, Holmes. You're not going nowhere, S.A. Because Homicide is taking your belt tonight. I'm taking your title tonight.
You think so? I say.
Idiot!
You think so? I say, come on.
What you gonna do?
Ref, get in here. 1, 2, 3, yes, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, you're still your King of Mexican champion, Hernandez. Oh yeah, I love this beautiful belt. Oh, I'm taking it home with me tonight. Oh yeah.
That was not a match, Dutt. That was not a match. We're gonna have a match. We're gonna have a match at Revolution. I'm calling you out in a rematch. Revolution. No DQ. Anything goes, S.A. Because Homicide is gonna be the new champion. You want to be named the Homicide? You want to take a cheap shot at Homicide? Well, you know what, Hernandez? We're not buddies anymore, S.A. No.
It's fine. I got money, S.A. I gotta go get my money, S.A. I mean that little punk Keith Slater. I gotta go get ready. Where is it? Victory Road he's at? I'm gonna go get my money. I gotta go. Sorry, S.A.
S.A., watch out! I tried to hit him with a drinking water. I will get you, Hernandez. I will get you. I will see you. Revolution is gonna happen because you're not beating me again. Homicide is out, dude.
Homicide to the top, and there's no one after.
Thanks for watching the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. Stay tuned next week for more fun, action, entertainment. Brought to you by GTN Productions. Be breezy.
Fortune 4. Fortune 4. Fortune 4, we about to change some things. Fortune 4, we about to change some things. The in-ring show, it ain't no act. Fortune 4, bringing on the bitch slap from the way we dress, the way we roll. The fast cars, pretty girls, and lots of dough. From the stage to the ramp, and the ramp to the ring. These four corners, it's our ecstasy. We can fly high.